Afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. Just getting a couple things set up here, and then we'll go from there. Let me know if that music is too loud. What's going on? Welcome in, Decca. Good to see you. What's going on, Murph? What's up, Imp? Yeah, give me one sec. I'm going to share my screen here in just a sec. And there we go. Hopefully, you're able to hear. Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Hobby Hangout. I think we got all the technical difficulties resolved. Guys, I'm level 43 if you haven't noticed. So we've gotten to get some of the good units here so far. Got a bunch we're going to talk about today, a bunch of stuff lined up. We're going to have some community polls. Phone lines are open. If you want to can hear the music, it's slightly loud. Let me go ahead and get that adjusted. All right, hopefully that works. Sorry about that. Yeah, I appreciate everyone joining in. I'm level 43. We got a lot more access to some of the new things, so we're going to be going over that today. Phone lines are open. I have Discord open in the background now. So hit me up if you want to pop on. I got my messages pulled up. And yeah, guys, we're gonna have a fun stream today. We're gonna talk about some new stuff coming. Got another video coming on Sunday, hopefully, if not Monday or Tuesday. Hold me accountable to that. Let me go ahead and check the inbox here. Murph, there we go. Got you. Yeah, okay. All right, lines are open. I hope y'all are having a fun time playing Battle Nations. If you just want to sit back, relax, listen to me rant, and do the grind with me. What's going on, Law? How are you doing? Again, phone lines are open, but we do have some polls. If you don't want to talk, perfect. Yeah, just shoot me a ping on Discord when you want to join. If you don't want to join on the radio, yeah, I think I did see your message. I'll get it pulled up here privately. I'm still taking new callers. Yeah. So, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and jump in and have some callers hop in. Give me 1 second here and get this set up. Guys, sorry, I'm getting calls set up here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
You. I don't have you live yet. I just want to let you know. People can hear me. They can't hear you. Just let me know when you're good to go.
Hey, perfectly. Hey, is my audio good? Does it sound good? I have several mics if not.
Audio is perfect. I think that's going to be more so up to the chat here.
Fantastic. Yeah, just let them know. But yeah, I'm ready.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and drop you in here then. Guys, it is my pleasure to announce a returning guest. We got Imp. What's up, Schmaibo? Good afternoon, and thank you for hopping on yet again. It sounds like we're going to get Law on here and have another exciting episode. Imp, how are you doing, man?
Dude, I'm doing pretty good. It's been a good day. Pretty chill Thursday. My birthday's this weekend, also the 1 channel anniversary. Going to be doing a lot of special stuff for that. Pretty freaking excited. We're also coming up on 900 subscribers, less than 25 away right now. And of course, at that point, we'll be 100 away from 1,000. And yeah, just been a crazy journey. Got a lot of stuff prepared for this weekend, though, that I'm excited. A lot of which is Battle Nations related.
Did you ever think that when you started this channel, you'd be able to get to 1,000 subscribers?
Honestly, no, dude. I didn't think this thing was going to have any merit to it. I mean, I thought I'd be making, episodes that would, or videos that would just have, no views, because I made a bunch of hobby, hobby hangout reference. But seriously, I had a bunch of hobby YouTube channels that I just did for fun. that I just found enjoyment in myself. But I genuinely thought this was going to be one of them, just something I upload to have fun with, but never really get anywhere with. But the overwhelming support from this community, the overall growth of this community, and just seeing this 2011 Battle Nations, mobile game come back to life is something I genuinely never thought possible. So yes, I'll be honest, never could have seen myself with 900, let alone 1,000, coming in on 1,000 subscribers. But especially within 1 year, I can't believe that I'm coming up on 1 year, because this Saturday is my birthday, but it's also when I created the channel.
Perfect. Yeah. So does it feel a little bit weird playing a 2011 game in 2025?
Me personally, no. That's with a whole bunch of bias, because I love this game. I adore it. I think it was ahead of its time. I think it's still ahead of its time. I think it still stands alone as one of the greatest mobile games ever. And I play it, get a massive amount of nostalgia. But if I was introduced to this game, no background, I would play it for fun. I introduce it to my friends as, hey, try out this fun mobile game. I genuinely think Battle Nations is just amazing.
Perfect. Yeah, and sorry, I'm trying to multitask in the background. We're actually going to have one more person going to join us here. So guys, give me 1 second.
Sounds good. Is it Law?
Law.
Perfect.
How do I? Do you know how to add somebody here, guys? Sorry, technical difficulties on my end. You know how to add somebody to this call? Oh, yep, there we go. Perfect, guys. Yeah, give me 1 second here. Sorry, I'm still having some glitches on the radio. What's going on, Law and Imp? Are you all good to go live again? Sorry about that.
Yeah, my audio's still good.
Yep,
all good to go.
We're good. All right, and we're back. Guys in the chat, let me know if you can hear them. So now you got my complete attention here, Imp. Sorry, I was trying to troubleshoot and talk to you at the same time there. But getting a bunch of spam calls here, guys. Imp's almost to 9. You're at 900 or almost to 900?
Oh no, almost to 900. As of this exact moment, I am at 877 subscribers.
That's fantastic. I'm happy for you, man. You've really kind of paved the way for everyone in the community, so that's been really good to see.
Thank you, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm not gonna keep prodding, but I know we're all a little bit antsy to see the real Battle Nations Emperor base, because I know you got something hiding away over there.
Eric, very excited for it. It's crazy. Of course, I already told you, but I got a big video planned for this Friday, so tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to that one, and then the stream about 2 hours after the stream ends. I still got to eat dinner. Then after that, we're going to be streaming. Probably going a little bit past midnight.
How about you drop a stream time for everyone in here?
Well, look forward to that.
So we know. I think it'd be helpful for us, like for the viewers, to know kind of when you're going to start streaming, so we can just make sure to add that to our schedule.
Oh no, dude, that's a fantastic idea. I appreciate the live advice. Let's go 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Central Time.
So for Eastern, that would be 1 hour different. Oh yeah, no, you
Central,
got 10
p.m. 11 p.m. Eastern. And then, oops, I unplugged my monitor. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to turn off my video camera. But guys, it's going to be 10 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Pacific, and 11 p.m. Eastern, and 9 p.m. Mountain Time. Make sure to go check out Imp. Let's get him to 1,000 or 900 at least tonight, guys. We can do that for him. And Law, how have you been, man?
We could do 1,000.
We could do 1,000. Law, how are you?
I've been great.
I've seen the channel's been kind of blowing up here a little bit recently. It seems like the subscriber count's been picking up for you. That's awesome to see.
Yeah, I think the video I put out last month did pretty good. I'm seeing some good numbers. I got some more stuff in the works. Hopefully, maybe another video in the next week or so. Yeah, and I hope that my videos keep getting some traction. It feels good to be making some some stuff that gets a little bit of attention in the community and
Mhm.
getting some feedback from people. It's a nice feeling. So hopefully the community keeps growing and we keep doing good. And it all starts with him because he was the first one.
He was
Remember,
the
it was
first
like last July, I think he started.
Yeah, I think
So
so.
you are absolutely correct. It makes exactly 1 year, the 19th, this Saturday. It will make officially 1 year up and making videos on Battle Nations.
Perfect. Yeah, that's fun. Law, what
Crazy.
level are you right now, if you don't mind me asking?
I hit level 42 today.
Congratulations.
I'm not like I only have one Morgan house, so I'm not like on that XP grind set as much, but I got my unmanned machine guns. That's what I need.
Yep.
So I'm grinding that, and I'm almost done with my chuckers on the R6. So we're making some
I
progress.
appreciate that, Exodus and Law and Emp. Are y'all able to have the stream up so you can see the comments too?
Oh,
Yep,
yes, I
yep.
have it on the background of my TV. So, yeah, I can't reply to anything, but I can read it in the background.
Perfect. Yeah, I just kind of want to ask chat here. Number one, what level are y'all? I know there's some people who probably haven't even reached level 40 yet, and that's totally fine. We're kind of in a really fun stage of the game, not too competitive. So just take your time leveling up. Rank up your units is probably more important right now than getting super crazy levels super quick. Number two, let me know what's been your favorite unit to watch or rank up right now. Like, I want to know what is the chat doing? Level 45, 1 billion XP. I know that's not 1 billion, but I thought I was saying it for dramatic effect. I'm kind
Deca
of really,
Hextrus is on that grind.
yeah, yeah, Deca's on that grind for sure. So Law, how have things been going in MM?
Oh, pretty good. I mean, we got our July requirements. You know, we got a whole bunch of upgrades to complete, so I'm working on those. I have it all scheduled out to be done by the end of the month. I think it's coming along well. We got a lot of hardcore grinders. I mean, I grind a lot, but I'm nothing compared to the top guys. I think, you know, like they just have way more than enough time for this game. But I keep up. I keep my own. So I think we're gonna have a pretty strong guild come the release of guilds at Boss Strikes. So,
Interesting.
not pretty strong. The best.
Okay. So that kind of leads me into where I
Or one
wanted
of
to
the
start
best.
my discussion tonight. The first thing I wanted to talk about is, as an extension of Battle Nations Radio, guys in the chat, if you want to rep your guild, we're gonna start a series. They're gonna be videos. It's gonna be more long-term form videos, so like a podcast if you want to listen to while driving. If you have a guild officer or guild representative or a guild leader that would like to do an interview with me, you're more than welcome to. This is a good place to rep your guild. I'll give you all the promotion, anything along those lines. So if you have any interest, you want to rep your guild, get that name out there, just shoot me a PM or DM on Discord. I hope y'all should know I'm my Discord based off of my activity, but if you don't, you know where to find me in the Battle Nations Discord. So we're gonna be starting off that series, kind of guild interviews. Number two, Emp, I'll field this one to you here first, because you're pretty, Emp, you're pretty familiar with the lore of the guilds right now, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So this one's kind of prevalent to you. What do you think is like the biggest sleeper guild in the game right now? And if you don't know what I mean by that, I mean like what guild do you think is kind of flying under the radar, but it's going to be super good when guilds get released?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. Of course, I'm not going to answer my own guild because I feel that'd be cheating. But in all seriousness, I really do have high faith in, I'm terribly sorry for butchering the name, but I believe it's called Deschduschlen. It's the one German clan right now in the entire game. It's one guild, and they're just purely German players.
Okay.
And I didn't realize how many Battle Nation players they were that were German. So the fact that they have their own guild, I thought was pretty cool. But the fact that they're all unifying into one guild, because from my understanding, that's the only German guild, but it's very popular. It was in my initial 14 guilds video.
Mhm.
I see it represented on Battle Nation AP's server. They have recruiters. So yeah, if I had to say a sleeper, I'd say the German guild.
Interesting. All right. You know what question's coming. You can't say MM. What is it, Law? What's the sleeper guild that's out there?
If I'm not mistaken, isn't there some kind of like a Chinese guild that's like out there somewhere? I've been hearing like I think BNAP mentioned that once in one of his streams, and they're like crazy with the grinding, and we don't even know because we're not on the same like servers or whatever. I've heard of it, but I don't know if anyone else has heard of that. But
Dude,
I
I know.
bet you that they're low key gonna be pretty goddamn good.
Yeah.
I just want to confirm I've heard of this guild. Is correct. It's a Chinese guild. And dude, it's so crazy that we don't even know because yeah, like you said, they're apparently on a different server, which just makes me want to know more about them. Like what kind of stuff do they have, man? Like I'm sure you've seen, Chinese Clash
Mhm.
Royale. What does Chinese Battle Nations look like?
Yeah.
They've already got legendary sandworms and ranged attacks
Yeah.
at this point.
They already got all the aircraft as well, all tier 10.
All tier 10s. That's awesome. Yeah, I've heard like rumblings about it. I haven't seen any like confirmation on my end personally. My Mandarin is those guys have already beat the Ancient Sentinel. That's hilarious. My Mandarin's not very good. I'd love to have them on if any of them could, speak English or bear with me there. Yeah, that'll be interesting. That was gonna be my pick, but I'm gonna change mine last minute, Law, since you took it. Mine is I've seen a lot of good. I don't know if y'all have seen this, and I've seen a lot of good advertising from HSC. What do y'all think about that? And if you're not,
Do you want to take it
To
first?
be honest, oh yeah, go ahead, Deb, if you would like to go first.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I was saying. I was saying, would you like to go first, and then I'll follow up right behind you.
I was just gonna say, to be honest, I don't pay enough attention to like all of the guilds stuff on the Discord, so I haven't heard too much about them. But that's probably just because I don't follow the Discords close enough. So that's 100% just my own ignorance on that.
that's so fair. And if you don't know an answer to the question, you're happy to sit it out. Just say that. There's no pressure here. And kind of one of the other things, and this is really open ended. So this isn't a hey, how's your guild knowledge? Do you think that the devs are going to be joining guilds, like with their personal account?
I could answer that because Boris is in MM.
Oh no, boo! They chat, boo him. No. No. That's pretty interesting. So you've gotten to play with Boris a decent amount then.
Yeah, I know he's. I don't know. I haven't kept track of it where he is in the guild like rankings, but I do know he was in the guild for a while, and I think he still is. To be honest, I don't follow the Discord myself enough, so I should probably check on that. But he was involved with MM. I think that he still is.
Gotcha.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, that's a ton of fun. Boo this man. Yeah, no. MM is good people. They're good people. Obviously, there's a. I think there's a little bit of a rivalry developing there. I think we can all sense it a little bit. But that's okay. That's for the love of the game.
Exactly.
So no, guys, we love Boris. Come on, guys. He gave us the update and the unit shake, might I add. Imp, what have you seen a good amount of growth? I mean, you've seen it with the channel, obviously, but with the recruiting, has that been tough? Just because there are already guilds established, and I think you started yours a little like. Obviously, you're starting it early, right? Guilds haven't even come out as a feature in game, but like it wasn't, one of the first ones where the Discord was started, right?
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. And also, it's not one of the OGs. A lot of these guilds, you got to remember, are from the OG game. Like several of them can trace themselves back to 2011, 2013, back in OG Battle Nation. So yeah, it's certainly not one of the newest ones. Even when this game came back, certainly wasn't one of the newer ones. However, it's mainly just for the channel. It's mainly for Imperials, and also I want to keep it open-ended for everybody. I know I've said this before, but just want to reiterate it here. We're going to have the main Imperial Guild, which of course is going to push to tier 10 and beyond for each boss strike. But we already have one feeder, and we're probably going to make another. The current feeder is called EMP2. so it's just Empire 2.
Yeah.
And if that gets full, we'll just make Empire 3. And I'm in all guilds, by the way. So if I'm not in with my main, I'm in with the secondary. So just wanted to clarify that. So if you want a spot in the Empire, you might not be in, the main Imperial guild, but you certainly are welcomed in any of the others. So just wanted to throw that out there. I'm not sure if other guilds are doing that yet. I'm simply copying that strategy from Fire Age and Mobile Strike back in the day.
Interesting. Okay, and it is your price. So I assume is the first one's the Empire, right?
That is correct. Yes.
And what type of? I know you said you've been a little bit vague on the requirements because obviously anybody can join the Empire, right? There's a guild for you in the Empire, but do you feel like there's a trend, or like do you think that what's kind of like the standard to be in the Empire right now? What's the cutoff? Does that make sense?
Oh, dude, that's a perfect question. What is it to be in the main guild versus to be in one of, the secondary or, third, to be in one of the secondaries? Perfect. Absolutely fantastic question. So as of right now, if I was saying if you were at level 40, you're perfectly welcomed. Now it's, of course, coming level 45. Vast majority of people, though, even right now, are not level 45 in the Empire because, we're still all grinding back to that. And that's perfectly fine.
Yep.
But I would say if you're max level or previous max level right now, getting back, from 40 to 45, you're probably going to be welcomed into the main guild off rip, perfectly fine.
Okay.
But, if you're level, 15, 20, 25, you really have passion for the game. You really want to show up. If you hit that threshold, you'll certainly be, promoted to the main guild. But if you start off, coming up to the Empire max level, you're probably going to get it on the spot.
Okay, that's awesome. That's a really good baseline to set, or for people to understand. Hey, where do I stand if I want to join this guild? And obviously, as people rise and fall, we'll see a little bit of competition. That'll be good for everything. And Law, to you, what type of requirements are we seeing to get into MM? I'm sure MM already has a feeder guild. That would probably be expected, but
Oh yeah.
main guild, is it you got to beat the Dreadnought and beat the Goliath tank? Is that it?
That isn't a requirement. So MM has an interesting system where basically every single month, I don't know. I don't want to. Hopefully, I'm not speaking out of turn. I don't know if this.
And
is
if you can't speak about
I'll
it,
just say
just
generally.
So you're good. You don't need to speak on it if you can't.
I don't know that I can't speak on it. So if I'm wrong, if anyone from MM is listening and I'm saying anything that's somewhat confidential, I'm sorry. But I'll just say in general terms because I don't know if it's that much of a secret. Every month we do a requirement. So for example, last month was you have to get your 2 juice attacks, or not actually. This is this month's requirements. Last month was you have to get your wimp to R6, and you have to have your tank killers to rank 6, right? And if you get that, you'll get a point towards being in the main guild, right? And so based on how many points you have, that'll help you get into the main MM guild. And then if you don't have that, then you're going to be probably lower up in the feeder guild. So you have to continue with the requirements every month to get a point. Since I've joined MM, I've made the monthly requirements consistently. But there was a bonus point if you beat the higher level Dreadnought, the respawning Dreadnought, and the Kraken before the update came out, which I didn't do because I didn't want to spend all the money on M10s. I only have 3 M10s. But so you don't need to. I'm actually in the main MM right now, at least as it stands. So it's not too unobtainable for I'm not a free to play player, but I'm not a crazy spend a ton of money. I've not spent more than my Patreon nanos plus $20. That's all I've spent so far in the game. So I'm not I'm not a whale. Yeah. So you don't need to be a whale to be an MM. It's really just meeting the requirements consistently and grinding. So it's an interesting system. I think it makes it a little competitive because there's rankings to the guild, to whoever gets in the feeder guild versus the main guild, and you can see where you place. It's not just a mystery,
I like that system a lot. It kind of sounds like Imp has a similar system here too. That was going to be my next question. You take a look at my account. Yeah, I have 2 units at R6, and a third one's getting promoted to R6 right now. Right? I'm not the craziest whale in the world. I don't have I don't spend money on nanos, except I'm a Patreon subscriber just to support the game and I support the idea behind it. But I don't want to have this. I want to be I'm trying to run my account so I'm not just people can relate to my activity. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Yeah.
yeah. So that's good to hear. It's good to hear, like, because I'm not beating the I'm not beating the Dreadnought right now. I'm waiting till level 46. As are most probably.
Yeah.
And then Exodus, I don't know if you could see that, but he's repping the Empire Guild. I gotta say, we get a lot of people repping the Empire Guild. That has been slowly growing, and I think also the sleepers are the Empire and PSC too. That's AP's guild, just because I mean, Emp and BNAP are the most notorious in the community by like a long shot, other than Alex and Boris and all the devs. But guys, that kind of leads me to my next question. We're gonna switch away from guilds here. As much fun as I like it, talking about guilds and all the drama, and there will be plenty to come. This is kind of like an oddball here. Like, if you could add any new faction to the game, what would you add? And you can just kind of like it doesn't have to be existing in like Battle Nations lore or anything like that. Like, just like if you could design a faction to implement into the game, what would you do?
I'll give this to Emp first. I got to think about this.
And Imp, I can go first too if you want to think for a second.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it sounds like you have a great one. I want to hear what yours is. Absolutely. If you want to go first,
yeah. So one of the big things that I thought was really cool, about the game before the game broke away, and I personally like having air units exclusive to Boss Strike. That's been really fun. So I think like a decorative runway would be fun, right? I think we can all agree like a decoration that's like an airport or a runway would look super cool on the base, and I definitely want that. But we can keep air to Boss Strike only. I'd like for there to be like an offshoot, kind of like how there is a Navy, like an offshoot air faction in the game. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, like the Rebels, like all Air Force, like something like Evelyn Ace Heart, the Boss Strike, but like as an actual faction within the game and not just a single Boss Strike.
Like with the storyline and everything like that. Ooh, and Shmeebo out here just completely outdoing my recommendation. Is he can see the Ancients being fleshed out with more cybernetically enhanced soldiers and vehicles with mechanical and biological elements. I love that idea.
That's a cool suggestion, yeah. I'm gonna make. I think I have some ideas about like that kind of concept of what the Ancients, the connections between different like things in the game. But I could see something kind of crazy like that.
Ooh, and here's another good recommendation, guys. Yeah, chat. Keep giving your recommendations. What factions or new factions would you like to see in the game? And we have PKA here. He says we have raptors. Why not other dinosaurs? Can you tell I play too much D&D? Hey, Shmeebo, did you get that D&D Lego set, by the way? That thing is awesome. I don't have it personally, but it looks sweet. But yeah, we could get some more dinosaurs. Like, imagine like a pterodactyl or something. That would be nuts. That'd be a little fun. All right, pressure's on.
So the idea I just came up with it here. So the Sovereign Navy does have some like land units that they use with like those coastal battles, but obviously the Sovereign Navy has to have some kind of army. Like maybe there could be amphibious troops like the Sovereign Marines, because like I think the plot line is that they're trying to invade our continent, right?
Yeah.
And so if they wanted to expand on the Sovereign Navy or the Sovereign Forces, I guess you can call them.
Yep.
They should add like a Marine sort of like army, so amphibious sort of vehicles. Maybe like amphibious troops, and obviously like the rebel units, like they use tank killers and heavy tanks already. So I think that would be cool if it was like a sub faction or an expansion on the Sovereign Navy. I think that would be a logical expansion, so they're not one note. And maybe also land Reef Bandit units. Why not? Like maybe give them a big harpoon gun or something. That'd be neat.
Ooh, that'd be sweet. And just to interrupt here real quick, Judge, yeah, I think we'll get some more. I'm pretty confident that we'll probably get another Empire faction or two. And Shmibo, I really appreciate it, guys. Just taking a second to do some self-promotion. Please subscribe to me if you haven't already. I really appreciate all the support. Please subscribe to Law. Law's he's coming up on 200 here. Let's get him to 200. And guys, obviously,
I'm hoping, yeah.
we're trying to get him to 1,000. Go hit him with the subscribe button, but I'm sure y'all are already. But yeah, I think there's a lot of potential for new factions. So you have Boris in your guild. So I got a little bit of a quick question, like an insider's question. Number one, does he engage much in the Discord? I know you're not super active in that, but have you seen him talking and engaging and stuff?
He does. He doesn't give us any insider information though.
Yeah, no.
He keeps it even and keeled,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that. But yeah, he does interact with us. He's a treasury member of our guild for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, he does not tell us any insider information that everyone else doesn't know. Believe me.
Yeah, I'm sure there's poking and prodding. I get it. But my other question, kind of leading into that, is have y'all asked him hey, do the devs take any recommendations or anything like that? Is there, because I love that this is an indie project right now. It feels like Retro and Imp. I know we talked about this a little bit at the start here. It's a 2011 game in 2025, but I would say gaming kind of peaked from 2009 or mid 2000. Ooh, I do not like this formation for this battle. But gaming kind of peaked from we'll call it 2006 to 2016 in that 10-year span. So this came out in Prime, and I like that it's being done by an indie company. Just because it feels like it's getting so much attention. Imp, if you could recommend one thing to the devs right now, you're hey, I have this really good idea, I would love to see it in the game, what would you recommend? And you could think on it too. I know I just did the same thing.
Oh yeah, and I was just gonna say, as far as faction, because I know I said I'd come back to that. I was just waiting for that to swing back around. I would definitely say I made a video on it, but Battle Nations in space. Just imagine the entire scenery. You go to space with Morgan, Ramsey, and the rest of the crew. You have to explore space with unique space units. I think it perfectly works. I could totally see that working out, at least to me.
All right, so since you've thought about Battle Nations in space, what's the number one unit you want with Battle Nations in space? Ooh. I know I'm kind of springing this one up, yeah.
I would want something... Dude, yeah, no, perfectly fine. The aliens from The Simpsons? The big green slimy guys? Yeah, basically something that looks like that. Just a characteristic depiction of a super out of this world alien. I think it'd be a fantastic limited edition unit. Something you have to earn in space.
So PKA said Death Star as a boss. I don't know, out of would the Empire be able to fight the Death Star as a boss? That'd be kind of against the code of conduct there, right?
I can't see that actually happening. I think the technicalities don't line up.
I'm cracking up. Yeah, I think people really want this game to thrive. I think one of the things that I've been stressing about, and I hope they have a little bit of a budget for it. So I would like to see, some advertising for the game, if that makes sense. Just because there was more advertising back in the day, and it's tough right now. But I do think the game needs a little bit of an advertising push. I see in the subreddit all the time, "Yo, this game is back! I can't believe it! I used to play this all the time," and stuff like that. And that warms my heart seeing people being able to come back to the game like this. But I'm hoping they do have a kind of a advertising campaign. I'd like to see that. Judge was talking about, and Judge is MLG, by the way. UDL Gunship. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna Google it real quick.
Oh, that's the one tier 10.
Boss strike unit. Exactly. The futuristic looking tier 10 boss strike unit. Super cool looking aircraft.
Oh, that is.
It looks like something out of Halo almost.
Damn.
Dude, facts, futuristic just technology. Yeah.
PKA, what guild are you in, man? I've given them enough budget down to 900 already. Damn. Obviously, guys, spend within your means in the game. You can play this game fully free to play. It's still an option. If you want to spend a little bit, I would encourage you, like, even do like $5 a month with Patreon. But it does feel nice. Like, spending nanos when this game was owned by King felt a little like slimy, but spending nanos now, I'm like, this is going to a good group of guys or gals, right?
Yeah. Heard, absolutely. I could have never given King $300 for a limited edition unit. I gladly gave Madrona Games $300 for that limited edition Plasma Mammoth.
Yeah, you don't want the Candy Crush exclusive unit?
No, thank you. Not for them to shut the game down 2 years later and take everything.
Yeah, basically just limit production on it. But no, I'm good. It's been a very exciting time. On a scale from 1 to 10, and chat, this question goes out to y'all. This is for everyone. What would you give this a new update out of 10?
I give it a 9, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked it. And they were responsive with, like, I like the shaking personally, but people didn't like it, and then they added the setting almost immediately, and that was really cool. Like how responsive they are to community suggestions. Mm-hmm. That really shows how dedicated the team is. Because I could imagine that probably took a while to implement, and then to do a setting less than a week later like that for such a small team of developers. Like, they really are responsive, and I really like to see that from a development team.
Yeah, my only worry is that they're going to be less responsive because we just bug them all the time for a new update. No, but yeah, people are saying 9 out of 10, 46 out of 10. Yeah, I think this one's a 9 out of 10 too. They put a lot of effort into this update. The game has been super polished, which has been fantastic to see. People are obviously a little disappointed, as they're saying in the chat. We are kind of one level away from 47 when things start to get real, and you all know what I mean by that, right? When I say
that's yeah.
But I think they kind of need to just stop it right here. Also, I hate this formation. I'm gonna retry that. I think 47 through 50 has to be done in one fell swoop, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, sounds like we're all in agreement about that. Yeah, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 too. I think this is absolutely phenomenal. I think the only thing, the thing that I am really itching to get from the devs is a development roadmap. Have you all seen that with other games before?
Oh yeah, they put a developer roadmap out, so you can see everything upcoming. They say either third quarter or maybe even a specific month, and they show targets for the game, what's to come. Are we talking about?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Looks like I got a
you feed that
question in chat. I'll answer it from Exodus. Yep. So the reason I love Halo, it goes back. Halo was not the first game, but probably the first first-person. No, definitely the first first-person shooter I ever played. As a kid, I played Halo 2 with my friends. As I was 10 or something. And then from there, I went on to play Halo Reach, Halo 3, all the classic Halo games. And I still love them, Even Halo Infinite, which people hate on, I like it. People rag on it all the time. The Halo community is a bit toxic, I'm not going to lie, but that's why I do enjoy the Battle Nations community. We're a lot less toxic than some of the other gaming communities out there.
Oh, just you wait.
But yeah. I love the Halo books too. I've read not all of them. I got to catch up, but I've read a lot of them. And then you asked, what does Emp's face look like? I think I mentioned this before, but he actually looks like the Giga Chad in real life.
Yeah, that is Imp. That is what the reveal is. No, and some points were made up about the roadmap. And guys, I'm not saying I want a roadmap because I have seen the comments in the chat, and obviously I've had the eagerness too. We all have. We really are excited about it. I'm just saying roadmaps in the future, once they expand a little bit. I don't even need I prefer if they did a roadmap without dates. Personally, I don't need to see dates or anything, or like months or quarters. Just like, hey, like here's like we want to get this out first, and then we want to do this, and then we want to do this kind of deal, but no promises. But I understand this is a very eager fan base. It's hard because we already know what the content is. Like, it's not like, hey, it's new content, but we've had it before, right? So everyone's super eager for it. We're all kind of planning ahead right now. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think Alex did kind of give a loose roadmap recently where they kind of gave us like hey, we're going to have multiplayer and we're going to do this and the level cap increase. So like, I don't mind. I think the soft kind of roadmap, like here's the next couple of things we're going to work on. They have done that to some extent. And I think that's fine. But we don't want to harass them to be like, when is the next update?
Yeah.
Or like we want dates and
we want answers now. Yeah. No, I mean, people are saying, question is thoughts on ads for free nanos. Saw it in an imp video. I mean, financially, if it works out well for them, I would love for them to do that. Free nanos, if it gets them ad money and it lets people have a better way to access nanos, I think that's a win-win all around. I'm so about it. Yeah, people don't need to see dates. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, just to clarify, because I believe I know what they're talking about. It was confirmed in Discord on the announcements tab that they are confirming bringing Watch an Ad for a Nanopod back, which was a beloved feature by freemium players back in early 2010s Battle Nations.
Mm-hmm.
They're confirmed to bring it back, so you'll be able to watch mobile in-game ads for free nanopods, which is fantastic because you'll be able to get replenishable nanopods as a freemium player.
Hopefully they can work out a little deal with Tapjoy there and allow for their ads to be on Tapjoy too. Maybe that's coming around.
Dude, that'd be beautiful if they can just get Unity. I've seen most games survive off Unity because Unity has a massive library of ads. It's basically just trying to monetize players who unfortunately can't spend money on the game. For whatever reason, of course, times are bad right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just making sure that, people can, if they can't afford to, buy nanopods, they can at least watch an ad or, do a Tapjoy offer, like you said, contribute to the game financially, by whatever means possible.
And like, I think it's a great, like, I know, like, it sucks. I gotta watch ads to get nanos, so be it. Sorry, my dog is going crazy upstairs. But yeah, I think as a company, like, I think it's a great, like, obviously good company idea, good business strategy, but also like it lets people, it lets people get free nanos. I don't got a problem with it. I think it's fantastic.
Oh, dude, I think it's one of the best features in the game, genuinely. I was so excited when I learned it was coming back. Because, dude, that's going to give us a way to earn free nanopods. And I don't know what the limit is, but I will say this. I will grind it out every single day. If it's 5 ads, I'll watch 5 ads every single day. If it's 10 ads, I'll watch 10 ads every single day.
Yep.
And in the very, very rare chance that they don't put an ad on this, which I guarantee you they will, but if they do not, bro, I will sit down on stream for 24 hours and just watch 24 hours watch of ad for free nanopods, dude. Because if it's 30 seconds, I've already done the math. If it's 30 seconds per advertisement, that's 2,800 nanopods per day. That's over $100 worth of nanopods. The bridge worth of nanopods for free, just watching a day worth of ads, which to me sounds amazing. So in conclusion, I'm going to abuse the heck out of that bad boy, as I imagine most of us will.
That is such a hilarious stream idea of just watching somebody watch ads. Basically Inception at that point.
You can quote me on it. If they somehow do not put a cap on it, which I know they will, but if they somehow don't, dude, I will stream it guaranteed. And I'll do it 24 hours, just like I said.
Yeah, I hear you. What do you think the likelihood is of them doing like, yeah, they'll put some limit on it. I always say your name wrong, but Schmibo. They'll put a limit on it for sure. But where was I going with that? I don't know. Let me go back to my notes here. All right. Yep. That just totally lost me there. Oh yes. Do you think we'll see an introduction of like a discount weekend or a double SP weekend here soon?
Oh, 100%, dude. It's still in. What gives me good faith is it's still in the shops. If we go to, the shops category, when, we go to build in game, it still shows, boost and, power ups right there. Just unfortunately, that tab still is closed. But yeah, I think it's very close right around the corner. And when it pops up, dude, if they have like a super tank sale or like a mammoth class battleship sale, oh my gosh, dude, I'm going to be loading up on dozens and dozens of those bad boys. But yeah, I personally think a discount or, double XP weekend is right around the corner.
Interesting. Yeah, I'd be really excited about that. The judge asked a good question here. Shmibo says he remembers this, but he said, I think Madrona also said they would add a way to get nanos through gameplay, like converting resources. Anyone else remember someone on the team saying that?
Oh my gosh, dude, if you have a screenshot of that, I would love that.
Yeah,
that sounds amazing. I don't want to be spreading propaganda here on the radio.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, that's what the radio is for, propaganda. No,
Amen.
But if you have a screenshot of that, please put it in, EMP's Discord. Just throw it somewhere. I think we want to get some eyes on that. That'd be fun to talk about.
Fantastic.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, people are saying too soon for sales. Yeah, I think so. I think they'll probably do some around the holidays.
Oh yeah, definitely see
I
that.
could
Like
see.
Black Friday for sure.
I was gonna say.
Hey, cheers
I could
to
see
you,
them
Shmibo.
doing like a. Well, sorry.
No, you're good. Go
We're
ahead.
lagging a little bit.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I could see them doing a not a sale, but some kind of event, maybe like an invasion style event after multiplayer is implemented to maybe test out those kind of things before they do something like a boss strike. Just to be like, can they have a server wide event and handle people maybe being more active on the game if there's like all the mass multiplayer servers, Because I'd be curious how many people are playing the game right now, and like how the servers are handling it,
Is there a way to look that up? Imp, I feel like if anybody would know this, you would know this.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do not know. I do know for a fact they have said multiple times their biggest issue really isn't even development anymore for the past, I believe, 6 or so months. It's just been server and bandwidth issues. So if I had to guess, they're probably right on the limit. But I do think they have the processes of, immediately upgrading it. So I would say, if it comes down to developing a boss strike, absolutely. But like Law said, I think it would be a great idea to have like a community-wide event to test run that. Because you drop a boss strike right now, game's going to crash like on the spot, But something like, a discount or an SP weekend, that would be a great community-wide event to, test that type of thing. So I love that idea.
So it's like a server capacity issue?
Precisely. It's not even development anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong, they still, have to develop this game from scratch. They're doing unbelievably amazing work. But I'm just saying that in the factor of their biggest issue is server capacity, just making sure they can hold all the players, which I thought was interesting, because I always thought it would have been developing the game from scratch. But no, it's apparently holding all of the new and upcoming players there. Because, it's a free game, It could take off in a popular YouTube video, TikTok, whatever, and have 10,000 people download it tonight, And that'd probably destroy the servers, but it'd be great for Battle Nations.
Yeah, I think that's...
Go
ahead.
I said, I know the Android version of the game says that there's 5,000 plus downloads right now. So I don't know what iOS would look like and Steam, but I bet you it's at least probably 10,000 or more total if there's at least 5,000 Android players.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you got to think Steam, too. Is there a way to see it on Steam?
I think there's like active players, but I don't know if there'll be like total downloads. I don't think that's on Steam.
Interesting. I'm gonna go. Do I have Steam available? We won't check that out right now. Yeah, I think they'll be good on this, right? They'll because essentially what y'all are saying, what it kind of sounds like is like they're probably funneling money towards that. But guys, moving on here, I do want to talk about where am I at? My notes. Oh, yes. Going back to guilds here and talking, having a little fun with it. What two guilds do you think will have the biggest beef?
I'm sorry,
I feel like...
You go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Law.
I can answer first if y'all want. I know this is kind of a...
controversial.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna... Not that I held beef, because I think it'd be like not like personal beef, but I think there will be some friendly competition between like the hardcore guilds. So is positioned to be one of those guilds. I think P War is also positioned to be one of those guilds. So I think hopefully it stays friendly, but I think there'll be some friendly competition between the two. Hopefully there's not like any, I don't want the community to get toxic, but that's what happens as the game gets bigger. People get all petty and stuff, so who knows?
Yeah.
But I think there might be some of that between and P War at least, because those seem to be two of the most hardcore guilds. But you never know. It could be us and the Empire. But at some point.
I was gonna say I could see PSC and the Empire going at it a little bit. A little YouTube rivalry guild there.
All right, and yeah, all I was going to say is, look, I'm not going to cast the first stone. Everybody is welcomed at the Empire. We do not start wars here. We just fight defensive warfare. So I'm not taking any shots. Everybody's welcome, but if it comes down to that, I mean, we'll defend ourselves. But I'm not casting stones here.
Yeah, but I have a question.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
Was it self-defense when they blew up Alderaan?
So, funny enough, it actually was. The answer is yes.
You guys, watch out for the Empire. It sounds like they're drinking the Kool-Aid over there.
I know what your follow-up question might be. Explain. And my answer to that is, Law, I can tell you the explanation in private, but I'm not going to say it on Hobby's stream because it would have to get, let's just say, controversial. And I'm not trying to do that on Battle Nations Radio. But in conclusion, yes.
That's too funny.
Interesting. Guys, what do you think, this goes to chat too, what do you think the most overrated and the most underrated unit in the game is right now?
Ooh, that's good. Most underrated unit, at least in my opinion, and I mean, it's getting some respect, I just wish it would get a little bit more at least, is, dude, weirdly enough, Wimps. And like, I know, AP just recently made a video why I think you should make 1,000. You're right now training all of your...
Overrated, sorry.
Oh, no, underrated. Like, I know everybody knows they're important, but like, I'm even saying it right now. Out of all the units we have access to right now that I think I'm going to be training forever, Wimps are one of those units. Like, for example, super tanks right now, super meta. The second mega tanks come in, immediately outclassed. You know what I mean? But Wimps, dude, we're going to be training those bad boys forever. So like, my advice, if you don't have a few hundred Wimps yet, just train up some Wimps, They're unironically going to be good for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I think so too. I think with the cost benefit analysis, I just think you're getting the most out of the Wimps, and I think you're exactly right. Singing from the high hills, these are the best units right now in the game.
Oh yeah, I mean, like you said, there are definitely going to be units that are slightly stronger than them in some aspects, but you cannot beat that cheap availability of them, dude. For only costing gold to repair and train, dude, nobody's matched to that level of, just grunt, cannon fodder, if you will. So yeah, by all means, underrated. I know that sounds crazy, but genuinely, Wimps, I think they deserve even more credit. Overrated, I can't think of anybody that comes to the top of my head. Law, you got anybody, any ideas for over or underrated?
Oh, that's tough. I know a lot of people are grinding out Peacekeepers because they're like, oh, there are these cheap tank units, and we got to rank them up and spend all this time ranking up Peacekeepers. I'm not gonna say that like that. Oh, they're overrated. They're fine, but I feel like personally, I think that's a little bit of a waste of time because maybe they're not. They are cheap. I'll give them that, but I don't know if they're worth it compared to like portable walls, heavy tanks, and like heavy tanks aren't that expensive once you get a fully upgraded vehicle factory and you got some gears coming in. Maybe I just have too many gears. I'm not building up, gear intensive stuff, but. I'm going to say that. Probably the underrated, if I had to pick something that I think is a little bit underrated, it's the Pelican.
Interesting.
I think the Pelican gets a little bit of shade because people use it when it's rank 1. And, of course it's rank 1, but people don't realize how quickly the firebomb attack gets offense as you level it up. If you have a level 3 Pelican, it'll hit almost like 90% of the time. And if you get a crit with that firebomb attack, it crits, and then the fire damage crits too. So it does. I think like I was testing it out when the Pelican first released back a couple months ago, and I was able to do like 300 damage in one hit with a crit, and that was on like a rank 2 Pelican. So it only gets better from there. So I think Pelicans are a little bit underrated because people kind of compare them to like the Boar
Yeah.
or some of the best airplanes. And I'm like, hey, it's the airplane that we could mass produce. And people kind of forget about that. It's not like the best, but I think you will be using it more than you think once you get further in the game.
I'm gonna fight with that live real quick. Just do a little experiment here. But yeah, I hear y'all. I'm gonna kind of have some controversial answers here. Which attack is this? Are you talking about the shrapnel bomb? Which attack are you talking about?
The shrapnel bomb. So the one that obviously that's useful inland or on sea. Now, yeah, I know it misses sometimes, but it gets better as you rank it up.
Yeah,
So
I
rank 3, I've had some good luck with it.
I need to get
It's
that.
not good against subs though. There is a debuff against subs with that attack.
Oh, good thing I tried
I'll
to attack
mention
a sub
that
with it.
It actually has a negative crit rate if you use it against subs
Oof.
with the shrapnel bomb.
I didn't know that. So I'm gonna give a very controversial take here. I think the most overrated unit in the game right now is the super tank. And the reason I'm saying that
Oh, I'll fight you on that.
is not because it is a bad unit. I think it is actually a very good unit. And like again, like once you rank it up, it's not crazy hard to rank up. Has a good repair cost, not terrible on the nano side. I just think that it's the #1 most talked about unit right now, and frankly, the heavy tank is a fine substitution. And also, I just think it's going to get outclassed so quickly. Like you're gonna have megas. There's nothing that I feel like I need the super tank for right now. There's nothing. There's not a pull factor for the super tank for me. And people love to rank it up. And if you are ranking up super tanks, yeah, do it. I'm just doing heavies. You're gonna have a good time. You're not gonna go wrong with supers. But I think it's a little overhyped right now. Let's just wait until level 50 comes out. We'll see how high everyone is on the super tank.
Well, I'll tell you this. So I'll tell you this. So the super tank holds its own. I don't know how. Were you level 70 in the original game,
Yes.
Hobby?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. So I mean, at least in my experience back then, the super tank remained viable up until level 70. Even though yes, the mega tank is better. It's still comparable enough, and it's cheaper. It doesn't have any tier 3 resources that you use to repair it. Whenever you're using it, it stays pretty viable. The heavy tank, I like the heavy tank. It's cool looking, and I wish it was a little bit better. I think they should slightly buff it, get rid of the gear cost for doing it. At the very least, I think that would actually be a good buff for it. But the issue with it is, at rank 6, it has the same amount of health as a rank 1 super tank, right? And so it doesn't really last very long. I think they should buff it a little bit because I do like it. I think it should be better. Especially for the only good free to play tank in the game, because besides the heavier tank, which the heavier tank is I think also kind of meh,
Yeah.
because it's a little bit worse than the super tank, but and then you've had the super tank and been able to rank it up.
Mm-hmm.
So the mega tank does not completely make the super tank irrelevant. That's my take.
Yeah, I don't think it makes it irrelevant, and I'm not here saying that the I'm not here saying that the super tank is bad. Just want to address that. But I do think that there is not a pull from level 1 to level 50 in the game right now where you really need that super tank. I just feel like I'm 10 times out of 10, I'm going to take a mega with me to fight the Ancient Sentinel or even the Goliath tank versus a super tank, right? Now, I think where maybe I'm missing the mark here is going to be with boss strikes. Because I think with boss strikes, you're going to have that need to repair quicker. And yeah, you're probably going to want to have a super tank and repair, right?
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, the mega tank takes widgets to repair, or am I misremembering that? That might be the heavier tank.
I think they both take widgets to repair.
Oh yeah, so that's a big downside to those, even though they're that wise they get slightly better than the mega tank, or I mean super tank, but the super tank only takes steel and gold and maybe oil, I guess, which I always am maxed out on steel. I'm struggling always to have enough concrete and lumber, but like steel, it's like, oh, I have so much steel. I wish everything like took steel to upgrade for some reason. Nothing does. You know, it's like,
See, interesting. Concrete and lumber, I'm spending a good amount right now, but it's with the steel that I'm finding myself lagging a little bit. I'm actually about to upgrade my steel mill to level 10. And Judge was saying
I have two
heavies
level
are
10
obsolete from the
steel
start
mills.
because super is right there. Yeah, but with what I'm trying to get at here is that I'm not PvPing anybody. There's like I don't really have like this like I don't want to risk losing 10 killer right there. I don't really have a need right now to have a super tank. There's no battles that I'm fighting where I'm like, damn, if only I had a super tank. Maybe I'd feel a little bit differently if there were battles about that, but I don't know. Super tank just I'm not gonna get one. I'm waiting for megas and I'm waiting for my damn diamond tank. I'm so excited for that thing. I paid $50 for it. But let's go to
do
underrated.
you use it against the
Go ahead.
AC?
I throw one portable wall and 7 tank killers call it a day. And that's just because I'm trying to rank up the portable.
Fair
wall.
enough. What rank you at now?
For what?
Portable wall.
So I was kind of doing portable walls and heavies together. So I just switched to heavies. I'm almost done with that. I don't know if y'all can see my screen. I know people watching can. But on heavies, I'm just about at 8 bars in, so I'll be finishing that one out here. It's not like a priority focus, but there's something happening in the background. And then on portable walls, what's up, Spartan? Yeah, portable walls, I have 4 bars in, almost 5 bars in. Want to have those 2. I have 6 portable walls and 4 heavies. People are saying that the super tank's going to be essential for BS1. So I'll be rocking supers until I get plasma. Still going to get 1 mega as a trophy. Yeah, dude, the mega looks so cool. I mean, that is the question too, right? I am essentially taking a gamble here by saying I don't need supers because I've wasted all this time not ranking them up. And let's get you in here. What are you thinking about this?
Oh yeah, I didn't realize the tank debate was this decisive. But honestly, they're all good tanks. I don't mind heavy, super, anything. But me personally, I'm of the opinion that we're 5 levels away from mega tanks, and I'm gonna train some supers right now because they're the best of what we got. But I am gonna wait a little bit just because I don't see supers being that popular once we get mega tanks. That's my only thing. But I'm still going to train a few right now because I'm thankfully in the position, where I can spare a few nanopods, especially with, the confirmation of watching ad for a nanopod is coming back. Mm-hmm. So I will still get at least, 2 to maybe even 4 supers per account, just so I can have the supers for the time being, because we don't know how long we'll have these, 5 levels.
God, I want them to, maybe if they discount a super tank, I'll pick one up at the market. Right. But yeah, I will be getting a couple mega tanks. Guys, have you built a refinement facility yet?
I haven't because
no, go ahead.
I'm struggling with concrete stuff still because I'm upgrading all my resource buildings for MM requirements.
Yeah, that makes sense. I've been doing the same. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say nowhere about my main. So I was gonna say for the vast majority of accounts, no.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to build mine. I don't need the laurels, but dude, you know what units are coming or are here in this update that people haven't really been talking about yet? Are the Lightning Trooper and Dragoon, dude. Those, I'm excited to produce some of those. You guys excited for those?
Oh, absolutely, dude. I think
like
those
them.
Are Trooper units.
Yeah.
They're gonna be good. How easy are they?
Like, they're not amazing, but they look so cool, honestly.
They feel like that stepping stone into late game. And not necessarily based on how good they are, but based off of like the design and stuff like that. Ooh, Spartan with the hot take here. Do you guys see this?
Oh yeah, we're not going to have megas for Boss Strike 1, which honestly, that question. Do you think we're going to get Boss Strikes before the next level extension, or we're going to get 1 level extension before the Boss Strike? Because all we need is 5 more levels, and then 50, then we get Mega Tanks. So the question is, do we get 5 more levels, or do we get Boss Strikes first? And honestly, I think that's a great debate. I think that's a great.
What do y'all?
I think that would imply that it's going to come soon because they've been averaging about one level cap increase a month. I'd imagine by August we'll have level 50. So are we going to have a boss strike like this month or next month? Maybe.
What if they just dropped like, and they're not obviously because the update came out this weekend. But what if they made a boss strike announcement this weekend? Not for this weekend, but just like, hey, it's coming. That would.
Dude,
that would
all of
ruffle.
us would be just insane, dude. Could you imagine trying to push a video out for it like right now?
Oh, it wouldn't. It would be straight to go live immediately. I'm not even putting a video. I'm gonna be doing a bunch of streams. So I'll be live streaming all the boss strikes. Obviously not the entire time because that would take forever. But we will be live streaming P-War boss strikes as long as I get the sign off from it from the guild. Want to make sure like I'm not sharing anything that can't be shared. But yeah, what about y'all? Do you guys see some future content coming with boss strikes here? I know you've been doing a couple. Both of y'all have actually been doing great content on boss strikes.
Hey, you want to go ahead first, Law?
Yeah. Well, thank you for I made that video recently about some changes I'd like to see, some suggestions that I had about boss strikes. I mean, I do think I feel like boss strikes might be a little further out because we need multiplayer first. So I think they're going to implement the guilds and multiplayer first, and the friends list, and then you said friends and guilds, then boss strikes, then occupation on one post. No mention of a cap increase. I mean, I'm just talking about like the historical average Spartan Breaker. So they did say we're going to get, they mentioned up to level 46, and that's the update we just had. So I would just assume because of the pacing of how they've been doing level up cap increases, it's probably going to take them a little longer to add the friends and guilds and then do a boss strike. And then by the time that happens, they might do level 50 at least. But who knows? I mean, they could do it next month before we get a level cap increase. We don't really know. Unless you're working for Madrona and you know all the insider takes there. But sorry, I'm getting okay.
No, you're good.
So the boss strikes, I try to get out a video on time. I mean, I'm very slow with videos. It takes me forever to I gotta write a script and then I gotta record it and then I gotta edit it. So I'm not prolific. Like Emp is crazy with how many videos and the high quality videos he's able to put out very quickly. No, I try to get something out to be timely with it.
But yeah, Xer's saying hot take, we get level 55 before BS1. I don't know. I mean, it's all down to server capacity, right? I think there's a chance. I would actually put money that we won't be seeing a level cap increase before guilds come out. I think this is it, right? Do y'all feel like that's pretty fair, or what do y'all feel about that? I set up my formation wrong here. Imp and go ahead.
Oh yeah, Law. Do you want to take lead on this, or if not, I can do it.
For you to get an answer last question, so you go ahead.
Okay, I appreciate it. Yeah. So personally, I feel it's what's ever easiest to implement first. I don't know exactly how strenuous the next 5 levels are. I'd say if they're easiest, do them first. But at the end of the day, I truly, really don't care as long as we get new content, which I mean, we have. And again, I truly love what Madrona Games is doing for this community. I think they're doing fantastic work. I trust them to release whichever one is more beneficial and more sensible at the time being. But if I had to pick, I don't know. I think you're kind of right. I think they've been leaning more into guilds before another level increase. I would be kind of shocked if we got level 50 before guilds. I'm not sure about boss strikes, though. I think they might be a little bit away. But guilds, just as guilds themselves, yeah, probably right around the corner, I would guess.
Yeah, and Spartan brings up a great point. Like, even if level 50 came first, we don't have a strong enough resource economy to support the megas. Which I do
exactly.
I do sympathize with. The only thing that's been helping is we've had so many weeks to beat the AC. By the way, I'm fighting the AC again tomorrow morning, and I'm not going to get a fragment because F me, right?
Me neither.
Yeah,
I'm at 20 AC kills at this point.
It's insane. But yeah, that's a good point. My next. I kind of got everything to level 9 and level 10, and my economy is good in the game right now, but I do need to, once we get to level 46, I'm going to build like 2 more resource hubs, and then I'm going to get my hospitals up to level 10, just because I kind of have a pretty low resource capacity. I only have 1650. Again, I'm very seldom spend nanos right now. But the mega grind will stink. It will be awful. What's one unit that y'all don't think should be in the game anymore, or they should get rid of? We might have.
I've made a video on this.
Made a video about this. Yeah.
Yeah, so I passionately can say, without a doubt, Weapons Technician. He added 2 unique elements into the game, Explosive and Shatter, that made all damage types do 4x damage, and it was just beyond broken. They had to do several hot fixes because it worked against AC and the Ancient Sentinel, so people were literally going in and one-tapping AC and Ancient Sentinel with mega tanks. It was beyond crazy. So yeah, I would be personally glad if we never saw those units again. If the Madrona Games just wants to forget they exist, I would perfectly be fine if they went the way of the Resource Depot.
Interesting.
Yeah, if I had to pick one, I think the weapons tech is a little bit broken. I mean, I like all units. I think the game does better with more units. That's the draw of the game is the army that you build. So I don't think like, oh, let's get rid of some crappy unit. I'd rather stuff be rebalanced. So like maybe they could change the weapon tech. Maybe instead of being like insanely like, oh, it does like 5 times damage, maybe it does like 1.5 or something more fair. Instead of getting rid of it. But I'd say, yeah, that probably is the most like, and that sort of was just like a pay to win unit, you know, like that's the only reason you use it is just like, hey, I want to do 1,000.
Yeah.
All right, dude, that's a very good point. Hoppy, I don't mean to hijack the radio real quick, not try to have a I am the captain moment, but I have a question for both you and Locke.
I want to answer Judge real quick, who said, don't want any units removed, but I would be okay if the shell effect doesn't get added back. I'm not. Can you explain that one real quick? I'm not familiar with that.
I'm pretty sure.
That's what the. Oh yeah, go ahead, Dan.
Oh no, the law. You got it.
Yeah, so the mech artillery and the mech tank both had their own special damage over time attack. It was just basically, these are already like units that do crazy damage, and then they just have like a bonus like, hey, guess what? We just did another like 150 damage to it. Like, it was kind of ridiculous, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'd have to read the wiki. They didn't make it also so it does like other attacks do bonus damage too. It was like a mini weapon tech, but I could be wrong about that too.
No, that is correct.
Yeah, that's
it was kind of insane too.
Yeah, mech tank damage over time. Yeah, and Imp, you were saying?
Oh yeah, no. One last thing I do want to add, just because I mean they're absolutely correct. It was so broken. There's a YouTube video on it. You can look it up real quick if you're interested. The AC could be beaten with 1 mech tank. So 1 mech tank versus an AC, a single unit could take down the AC, which just again goes to show how bad shell effect was.
Oh my god.
It was beyond bad, dude. Yeah, so absolutely agree with that perspective. Yeah, my question was for you, gentlemen. I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say on this. What are your guys' thoughts on limited edition units, and should there be more limited edition units in Battle Nation? So as of right now, we only know 2 confirmed limited edition units, and that's the Diamond Tank and the Plasma Mammoth. Those are the only 2 confirmed. But as far as all of the promotional units, the dozens and dozens that were brought upon us by Z2, should they come back as just regular units, or should they stay limited edition promotional units? What are your gentlemen's thoughts on this?
Ooh, Law, you want to take it first?
Yeah, so I'm. You guys may have seen my video I put out a couple months ago. It actually did pretty good too. The promo unit video. I think like some of them could really just be normal units. Like stuff like the elder animals, the raider brawler, some of those that are like basically just like normal units, but they just made them limited. Just put them in the game. I don't think there's any harm in like doing that. Some of the normal promo units, I think they should like continue with those, but like I don't mind them being like a cycle, right? Like every time there's a boss strike, there's like 1 or 2 available. Maybe like once a month they do a promo unit, and that kind of like gives you something to buy. But it's not like ridiculously limited, So like, yeah, eventually the Blood Ninja might come back around or something, because that I think FOMO, even though it's like it's fun, but it's like make them limited, but not like completely inaccessible. But like the diamond tank should stay limited, and the plasma mammoth should absolutely. And they already said that it absolutely will, but they're not going to do more things like that because those are really just for the Patreon donors. And I agree with that. I think like the FOMO should be limited because that's just sort of like it's a way for the like companies to make money, which is one thing, but I don't want it to get too exploitative because that's sort of how the game's like towards the end of its lifespan. It was like all that FOMO, like the ancient vaults, and then just the constant probing units that are overpowered, like the legendary sandworm. You know, wanting people to spend more and more money to get these. Like, oh, I don't want to miss out. And I was like that whenever I was playing the game. Like I was like what 14 or whatever, and I was like, Mom, could you please buy me that enthusiast further? I got to keep watching all these Capjoy videos to get all my nanopods. So
I'm so glad that was a universal experience for all of us.
Yeah, we all had the same childhood. No, so my opinion on it, and I stand firm on this, is Boss Strike. Those units should come back. They should be Boss Strike units should stay exclusive to Boss Strikes, but they should come back in future Boss Strikes. Maybe arguably even at a higher level. So like, let's say a unit was available at tier 10 for the first boss strike ever, and then the fourth boss strike comes back, and hey, this unit's back, but you have to get to like tier 12 or 13 or something. But I think that limited time units should stay exclusive. In all honesty, I think they should be more picky about which one. Like, I don't think all the ones that were previously limited time units have to be limited time this time around, but I think like any new ones they do going forward, or what they pick and choose, like if it's a limited time unit, I would kind of like it to be exclusive, or make it a skin, or I don't know, something along those lines. I would like to see vehicle skins added to the game too, but that is way down the line.
All right. Perfect. I like both those answers. Both of them were great answers.
Do you have a take on this?
Thank you.
Imp?
Very much so. So, without turning it into a full rant, in conclusion, to make it real short, I believe they should bring back some units that were previously limited edition as regular units, just full stop.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, you said the Boss Strike units. I think they should remain Boss Strike units exclusively, but stuff like Tier 3, Tier 7, that absolutely should be recycled throughout the Boss Strikes. I completely believe that. But it's my opinion that certain limited edition units and then certain tier 10s, not all tier 10s, but like, for example, if it's a seasonal tier 10, should be limited edition. And I feel the best way to do it, if you absolutely, like, for example, let's say they release first Halloween, a super strong limited edition infected mega tank. I know that it's a crazy concept when I actually do that, but let's just say they do it, right?
Mega tank, that sounds awesome.
Infected mega tank, right? It's like the Zerg from StarCraft 2. They've infected the mech itself.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and let's just say it has 1,000 times the HP of a regular mega tank and does 10 times the damage. So it's just the most broken thing ever.
All right, we're getting a little carried away here.
It's terrible. Okay, you know what? Let's say it has 1,000 hit points and does 2 times the damage. There we go. Still broken as heck, but not as unreasonable. I'll give you that. But point being is it becomes very powerful, very broken. Everybody wants it, right? So what do you do in this scenario? In my opinion, do what they did for the Boar. The Boar was such a popular tier 10 Boss Strike unit, but they were still trying to, keep the limited edition aspect of Boss Strike units at that time. So they literally just made the Boar 2 and gave it a different paint job. You were talking about skins. That's basically what they did. They do share slightly different stats, and I believe the original Boar is slightly better than the second, but they basically have the exact same tax, exact same moves, and the only difference between the Boar 1 and the Boar 2 is the Boar 2 has a different paint job. So if they absolutely have to bring them back, I think they should go that route. Make them the exact same unit, but make them indistinguishable. Have them look different,
Interesting. Okay. I mess with that. Murph is saying infected sandworm. I like that too. I think that'd be I don't know how it'd be compared to the legendary sandworm, but I think that'd be cool. Yeah, I'm with you a good
legendary
amount.
Sandworm.
Imp, though, I'm with you a good amount. I do like that idea. Have you all been ranking up machine gun turrets, by the way? Kind of a side tangent.
I just started.
Yes.
Dude, I'm on R4 right now, and I have my chuckers getting promoted to R6 right now, so I gotta 2 days on that. But dude, these things are unreal for farming.
Dude, they look amazing.
They look fantastic. Ooh, Murph said almost R4, dude. You got just keep ranking them up. Ranking up has helped with the XP too, since I don't have infected diamond tank. Guys, do you think somebody will infect their diamond tank for the memes?
Not me. I'm protecting my thing like it's my firstborn.
Yeah.
Infected Apex grouper.
You got my MG turret promotes R2 in 5 minutes. Infected diamond tank, dude. They need Law, if you can feed Boris a piece of information, make sure there's a block so you can't accidentally infect a plasma mammoth or a diamond tank. That would be terrible.
I think they're going to be considered like nanopod units, so you probably couldn't.
Okay.
So I think we're good.
That would be horrific. I could see somebody doing it though. Yeah.
It turns into like a proto stock, like a proto. What's the weakest one?
Yeah.
The proto
I don't know.
creeper with the scratch attack or whatever.
Yeah. Hey Alex, don't mean to bug you, but I had a little bit of an accident. No.
So imagine you hate somebody, right? Like truly despise them, and you want them to experience something worse than death. You hack into their Battle Nations account and transfer their plasma mammoth and diamond tank into infected units.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
That would be the ultimate revenge, yeah.
Okay, I got a good question for y'all. What would y'all
What's up?
think about a unit trading economy in the game? Does that make sense?
Oh,
what
that
I'm
is a
saying?
fantastic note. Dude, that's a fantastic video. I have it in my notes for a future video idea. So if you or Law make it, I'll have to scrub it out.
I'm
But
not
yeah,
making
no,
it.
I've actually,
You got it.
I appreciate
It's all
that. 'cause,
you.
yeah,
It's all you. You're gonna beat me to it anyway.
Oh yeah. So yeah, to answer your question, no, I think it's a fantastic idea. It's something I've even pondered myself. If we did have a trade economy, dude, imagine we built a community like RuneScape. And I say that in the most positive way ever because I adore RuneScape.
Mhm.
Dude, I could see us developing a trade economy within our own borders. Imagine, having a community value for mega tanks, having a community value for Dexter fragments, having a community value for, Mammoth class battleships, just having that decided among the community. But best of all, having everybody be able to trade among each other for whatever prices they deem themselves, a free market within our own game. Dude, I think that would be perfect cinema, honestly.
Well, that's we were talking about limited time units, and this has been my idea. Is like I want them to stay exclusive to that limited time, but like, I mean, maybe you'll have an instance of like Battle Nation scalpers, and like you can't use real world. You can't use anything real world for it. But what if you could like 500 wimps for one salamander? What if like, hey, I'll trade you one of these like limited time units for 3 of the current limited time unit or something like that, right? Like, hey, I missed out on this, but I can trade for it.
Dude, you know what immediately I thought, because I understand exactly. I was just thinking, because you said you couldn't spend money on it. Dude, imagine people going on eBay, Amazon, various different Reddit, and saying, for $200, I'm selling the first ever, limited edition diamond tank, and somebody, auctions off their diamond tank.
Oh my god.
That would be the only issue I could possibly see, because you're right, scalpers totally would do that, especially if they truly were limited edition. But besides that, I think it would be perfect. I just think it would suck for, Madrona Game standpoint to go on eBay and see, 3 different people selling plasma mammoths for, $2,000 because the community has decided a plasma mammoth is worth $2,000 real life dollars, It
is not worth $2,000 real life dollars. Please do not spend that on this.
It's like the CS:GO skins or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I was thinking the TF2 hats, dude. Yeah, CS:GO perfect.
Oh, the
example.
hats, yeah.
The hats and TF2.
Yeah, that could get out of hand really quickly. But it's still fun. Alright. What boss... If you could... let me think about a good way to phrase this. If you could... Okay, so like, let's take the Ancient Sentinel and the Goliath tank for an example, right? You guys with me? Tracking?
Yeah.
Following you so far? Yeah, gotcha.
Would you, if every time you fought the Ancient Sentinel, you got a frag, guaranteed. But that comes with a caveat of you never get, is it a mech tank? Is that what it's called?
A Goliath tank is the
Phalanx
drop
tank.
from,
Yeah.
or you know,
Phalanx tank.
you're right.
Phalanx
You're
tank.
right. You're right.
Yep.
Yeah, it drops from the Goliath tank. My bad. My bad.
Would you make that trade? You never get a phalanx tank, but you always get a range frag or a frag when you fight the Ancient Sentinel. Would you do it?
Law, I know my answer. Do you know yours?
I mean, that's tough though. I want a phalanx tank so bad because I never got them in the original game. I actually never got the range frag. I only ever got melee fragments in the I got the spider wasp egg, and then I got obviously the Dexter frag and the Sinister frag. So an army of you'd have so many range frags, it wouldn't even be funny. It would just be like you could just throw them at boss strikes.
Yep.
It would be insane. But I don't know. That's a tough call. I'm going to say no. I'd play the game straight because I want both. I want the phalanx tank, and I'd also want the range frag. But normally, I wouldn't want to cheat like hack the game like that. I guess or have a weirdly higher drop rate. It wouldn't feel the same, but the satisfaction would be there. You know?
Yeah. The chase is gone. What about you, Imp?
Dude, that's a great question. And for me, it's so if I'm going to have to play like a regular player, like I'm playing right now, no, because like Law just said, I want to be able to earn the tank as well as a range frag. However, if I'm allowed to abuse it, like for example, Madrona Games never bans me for getting a 100% drop rate, right? In that case, I choose it because, dude, I could build up so freaking many for the first boss strike and then just slap all of them down and just dominate. So yeah, if I can abuse the system, 100% give me guaranteed range. If not, if I have to play like a regular player, I don't take the deal.
If I can abuse it, let me add it. That's awesome. Spartan says I would pick the phalanx over a range. I agree. I love the phalanx tank. It is my favorite unit from the old game. I did have one. It was phenomenal. And then Judge says I never got either. I would take the AS frag in exchange. I don't know. I don't know if I got a range frag. There's one of the frags that I didn't have. I had the other one though. I'm not sure which. But yeah, I'm not sure. But I'm with you. I would just play it regular. I really want a phalanx tank. That's my favorite unit. Let me go take a look at it just while I'm reminiscent. Dude, that thing is so strong.
It is so good. I really am looking forward to. First of all, I'm looking forward to getting a freaking Ancient Construct frag to begin with. Eventually, when I'm on try number 300 at this point.
Yeah, I hear you. Extra dose. I'll probably be going another 20 minutes here. I gotta tend to some things, and we gotta prep for Imp's stream later tonight too.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
That'll be good. Yeah, dude, I am so excited. I want to get a Ironclad really bad too. I know, I haven't been fighting it, but I am excited. I am excited to take that on officially. Wrong attack. Yeah, another question for the group here is, what is your favorite character? And I have a hunch. Here for you, Emperor.
If you've seen a video, I bet you know.
Yeah, I've seen the video. Yeah,
I'd say Okay. It's hard to say. They're all so good. There's so many good characters in the game. I mean, Perkins is kind of goated. He's the chosen one. He's Swallow the Sandworm. He's like Paul Atreides or something. He followed the late game lore. So I feel like I'm going to go with Perkins. You can't miss with Perkins.
Interesting. Okay. And Imp, you want to reveal it to the crowd here?
You know what, Hobby? I'd like you to do it for me because I'm like 99% confident you're right.
I'm like,
You want to go? Actually, what do you think it is? And
it's
then
a
you go ahead,
coin.
Hobby,
It's a
because I'm on the
coin
spot.
flip for me. I got two answers here.
I heard Law. You want to go first, and then I want to hear what Hobby's two are.
I'm gonna say, I haven't gotten to watch the video yet, so this is a shot in the dark.
Oh,
I
you're
guess
good.
like Lieutenant Morgan.
Heard.
I'm gonna go guess Lieutenant Morgan.
Gotcha. And Hobby, you said you got two. You're on a coin flip.
I'm on a coin flip here. There's one where I'm like, okay, is it a meme character?
Ooh, good question. No,
It's not a meme character? Okay,
it is not a meme character.
then I know it.
Heard.
Can I reveal it?
You can go ahead and reveal it.
Yours is General Ash, right?
That is correct, and I think you knew the other one too is Yankovic. That's second.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say Mr. Perface as my second.
Heard. Yeah, no, my bad. Yeah, no, it's Yankovic. That's who I was thinking the meme entry was. Yeah.
No.
Perface is awesome though, dude. I love the Perface, and the gender debate is crazy. What do you guys think the gender of Perface is?
Oh, woman.
Oh yeah, dude. It feels like I could have swore she's always been called a woman, but yeah, the wiki calls her a male, yet loading screens call her a female. So you can call her whatever. She and he is both. So whatever you feel. I just always see Perface as a she.
Perfect. Murph is saying
I don't know.
General Ash or Ramsey for sure, dude. I do like Ramsey. I have a soft spot in my heart for Perkins, dude. He's the man.
But yeah, Law, if you disagree with that, that's perfectly fine. Because yeah, it's like I said, it's up in the air for Perface. So if you disagree with that, perfectly understandable.
I don't know. I just never really thought about that. I have to think. I don't know. Like I have to reread the dialogue about Perface. Isn't it Mr. Perface though?
So yeah, Ramsey believes it to be a male. As it reads right here, Perface is a girl, don't tell Sergeant Ramsey. That's the loading text. Yet Perface is referred to as Ramsey and the others as a male. And even on the status in the wiki, it says male. But it's called in the loading screens a female.
It's a
Well, you know
hotly
what? I
contested
think
debate.
I gotta
Precisely.
say, if the loading screen said that, I think that is because the wiki is just like the wiki, man. Like, there's some stuff in the wiki that is wrong or just like kind of made up.
No,
Especially,
dude,
like, with, like-
Wiki is life, dude.
Gotta say, wiki is the
Well, like-
ancient text. That's like the Bible, man. How dare you question our ancient history?
Not like the actual stats and stuff that's reliable, but I mean like some of the trivia and that sort of things. Like, people just kind of say things on there, and I'll say this myself. I have made an account and I've edited stuff on the wiki myself. So
Uh-oh.
there's definitely like some stuff that anyone could go on and change. No, I haven't changed it. I only added a fun fact about a reference that I found in the game that no one mentioned before. But like, there's some things that like they say the tank or like certain tanks are based on other like real life tanks that I think are kind of wrong. They're kind of just people guessing. So I think the loading screen's right. I think it is a girl. Yeah, exactly. 90% of it was written by 12-year-olds in 2012. That's true, Murph. 100%.
And those 12-year-olds are now going to rewrite it. No, that's it's interesting. Yeah, I'm on the girl side. My favorite character is also Perkins, though. I think he's hilarious. Or Lieutenant Morgan. He's funny too. But guys, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, yeah, comedy, I think it comes down to Perkins or Morgan. Just for me, dude, I'm sorry. I think the story of Ash is just so perfect. From, starting off in the tutorial as our friend to betraying us, I think he makes the perfect main overarching villain of it. And then again, I'm not going to say anything, but you know how it ends. I've mentioned it on screen before. I just think that was so perfect, dude. I would expect that of a AAA game, but a freaking mobile game in 2011? Like, what?
Insane.
So, yeah, just for me, that just makes him like one of the best characters of mobile gaming history, but definitely my favorite character story-wise in Battle Nations.
All right, so next one here goes out to the chat and goes out to y'all too. Do you think that the chemical units are overrated or underrated?
Ooh, I got my answer. Law, do you have yours?
Yeah. I mean, I think they're appropriately rated. I know light chemical tanks are pretty used by a lot of people.
Yeah.
Heavy chemical tanks are kind of like crap. No one likes them. Um, Bio grenadiers, I think, are like and then chem troopers are decent. So it's like they're kind of a mixed bag, honestly. So I think that they're appropriately rated. I would say.
Okay, Judge is saying the same thing. Emperor, off to you.
Dude, I hate to be the one to disagree with everybody, but like, nah, I think they're kind of accurately rated. I don't think they're over or underrated. I think they're kind of seen as what they are, a pretty good asset. But I mean, they're nothing to write home about. You know, they're not legendary sandworms, but they're certainly not arsonists either.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm kind of. They're certainly not arsonists. Hey, I just got that to R2. I'm with Murph here. I think the chem grenade. I'm gonna get both of them to R2, maybe R3, just to play around with them, just to have them in my arsenal. I'm only gonna have one of each just from the missions. Oh, it costs 14 vials for the damn light chem tank. I'm gonna need to make 2 of them, but yikes. Yeah, I'm kind of the tanks are good. I think they're kind of overrated just with the amount of resources they cost right now, though. Battle Nation.
Yeah, the bio grenadier is kind of ass, Murph. You're 100% right there. It sucks. The chem trooper can at least dish out some good damage, but it's kind of a glass cannon too.
Oh, you get 20 vials at level 44 for fighting the mission. Okay, that's good to know. I'm gonna make 3 chem tanks then. Damn, I need to get to level 4. I need to get to level 46. Yep, I will be watching his stream. I will not be a part of it, but I'll be in the background because I'll be kind of heading to bed, watching it as I go to bed. Bio Grenadier is a decent infected candidate. Arctic Trooper is better. Yeah, that makes sense. Chem units are they're pretty mid. Just the light chem tanks are good to spam. They're just hard to spam right now, which is kind of the issue, just because the vial rates are so hit or miss, essentially. Also, guys, are you expanding to that island with the land expansions?
Which island?
The island with the iron deposit.
I've had that for a while. I have all the resource nodes in the game.
I've kind of been like
expanded to and built.
Should I go get it? I've just been kind of like, I don't need it, but
it's sort of like, well, for us, that was a requirement for MM, so I did it. But I have all the oil even and built, which, like, geez, I never use oil. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, it's kind of.
But I'm never hurting for iron ever, and that's because I have all of the iron nodes unlocked, and I'm gonna have them all upgraded within the next couple days to level 10. So I feel like in the long run, you will want that. The nodes are the most important thing to get. And then you can mess around with like let's make the base look good, things like that. Kind of, at least my take on it.
Yeah. Yep. 100% with you there. I'll probably wait a little bit. I do want to expand to some other areas of my base just to open it up a little bit more. I have all the other iron nodes and stuff like that too, and I've been relatively fine on iron. It hasn't been a huge issue.
Oh, and just to respond to what Murph mentioned about the Chem Trooper, what they should do, and I think this would be really awesome for like a future promo unit maybe, what if there was like a salamander, but like a chemical salamander?
Ooh, interesting.
That would be awesome.
Let me go take a look at the salamander here.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
I think you're cooking.
I know people were How do you get the big game hunter, by the way? Is that a mission we don't have?
There's a mission that unlocks. It should say, actually, if you click on it, it'll tell you.
I don't know when I get that mission, but yeah. Heard.
Rigidid. I think that's like a 45 mission or something.
Interesting. Okay, I'm doing the... I don't have a ton of missions. I have focus testing right now. Spoiler alert. Ooh, I gotta build a coal power plant after that. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. How much does a coal power plant? Sorry, I'm planning ahead here. Let me check. Do y'all think we're gonna get those decoration effects here soon, or do you think they're gonna wipe them from the game?
I hope they don't.
Yeah.
We need them, especially with the ones that would boost resources, like especially like the what's it called, the Ancient Rubble, the free one that gives you like 25%. I think they're just trying to figure it out, and I think that's gonna be like, and I'd hope the next couple of updates, unless it's like really technically difficult for them to do.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see about that. That's been kind of the will they, won't they sort of deal. Emperor Samwar mission, I think. Oh, interesting.
Yep, the Reggie did.
So, guys, any final thoughts for tonight? Any announcements you want to make? Any channel promotions?
I have quite a bit, but I want to hear Law go first because I'm not sure if he has anything. I'm very curious to hear what he's got planned for the weekend.
Oh yeah, so this weekend I don't have any videos that are ready to go, but right now I think I'm workshopping a video about I'm gonna do some like lore stuff, some like theory crafting stuff. I have a couple like ideas about, I guess like Battle Nations conspiracy theory type videos. That's something I think Amp's done a little bit of that, and I think some other people have done like like the icebergs. But I'd like to kind of like make some theories about the game, and hopefully it'll do good. But I'm workshopping some ideas on that, so maybe look forward to that in the next couple weeks whenever I get that going. And I also made a video last week about boss drakes. If you guys are interested in watching that, I'd appreciate you guys dropping a like, a comment, and subscribing if you already haven't subscribed to my channel. But yeah, up to you, Battle Nations Emperor.
Dude, thank you very much, Law. Dude, sounds exciting. Going to be keeping an eye out for that. Just wanted to say on my front, tomorrow, Friday, we have a very exciting drop. It's something I've been working for a while. It is the 850 subscriber special for my channel. Of course, doing a subscriber special every 50 all the way to 1,000, and that's for that. It's something a lot of people have been looking forward to, and I've worked very hard on. So I'm excited to be dropping that tomorrow. Just wanted to say, everybody, keep an eye out for that.
Ooh.
In exactly 3 hours and 25 minutes from right now, we're going to be streaming on Battle Nations Emperor and on @Battle Nations at Twitch. So we'd love to see you there if any of you guys are available. Of course, Hobby, you're welcome to fall asleep over there. And Law, if you're up by then, I would love to be able to talk to you in chat. People would just hang out and chill. And yeah, that's about it. Last thing is this Saturday is the channel's 1 year anniversary and my birthday. So probably going to do a massive celebration stream for that and do something special there as well. But looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, guys, let's clap it up.
Dude,
for
happy birthday. Happy early
birthday. Happy 1 year anniversary. Thank you for being a pioneer in the Battle Nations YouTube space. You've done a lot for the community, so we appreciate that. And guys, go check out Law's videos too. They're super cool. They're super well put together. And I'm actually really looking forward to this next one coming here. But yeah, guys, that's it for today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. We're trying to get to I'm not trying to be greedy here, but I am trying to get to 200 subscribers. But guys, I appreciate all the love and support. We'll see you with the oh yeah, guys, also time out. Murph is in the chat here. Murph makes some really cool videos as well. He made a really great video that just got posted. He's in the chat. If you haven't checked out his channel yet, go show him some love. Go hit the subscribe. Go hit the like button. Go comment it up on his. Let's go get the algorithm loving Murph here. The Battle Nations algorithm. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for today. Make sure to subscribe. We got a new video dropping this Sunday. We're gonna be talking about another top 5 list. It seems like I've been on that trend here. But I hope everyone has a good evening. And if you want to be a part of the next Battle Nations Radio, just shoot me a DM. And Law, Emp, as always, y'all are always more than welcome. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. This has been another episode of Battle Nations Radio. We'll see you next Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Night, everyone.